What's going on? Welcome back to the Pocket Cast here. We have a brand new guest here, along with Jimbo, Sekaru, Tilly, and the new guest here is Iluchin. What's going on?
How's it going?
Good to have you on the podcast. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
My name's Lucian. I play Pokemon Pocket every single day. I'm a top 1000 player, and we play in tournaments all the time.
Yeah, don't forget to check him out on Twitch. He always streams in that platform. Excited to have you on here.
I appreciate you having me.
But, you know, it wouldn't be a Pocket Cast without the Geo Guesser. And, you know, it's the bit where we throw up cards and, you know, we make you guys fight to get the answer right. You guys ready?
Ready.
All right, then. So, the first one we're going to go with is kind of a little easy. We're just going to go for 5, but let's see if you guys could get this.
Who's that Pokemon?
Ralts?
I told you guys it's going to be harder. So, people be flaming me for it being too easy.
If it isn't Ralts, that's all I got. I know those trees, though.
You got it.
Oh, I did?
You got it. It is
Wow.
routes. It is routes.
I said that frame 1. I don't know if my mic picked that up, dude. I said that frame 1. That's the teleport Ralts from the Gallade deck.
Oh my god.
I'm not. Look like garlic bread over there. All right. Hopefully this gets a little bit easier. All right. What's
I thought
this?
that was Italian food.
Who's that Pokemon?
Rapidash.
Start naming fire EXs, guys. We'll get it.
Yo, what you say, Jimbo?
Is it Rapidash EX?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Holy
Moltres?
damn! You guys are actually. I mean, at least this one gave you guys a little bit of challenge, right? Damn. I promise you, the last one is gonna be hard. I promise.
This Rapidash EX has to be the ugliest fucking card in the game. What is that face it's
Oh,
making?
it
It's the worst looking Rapidash I've ever seen.
Yeah, I mean, they did Rapidash so terrible. I mean, all right, the other alt art, I mean, like it's better, but like this one is kind of trash. I'm not gonna lie. All right, next one. Y'all ready? Bam.
Who's that Pokemon?
Hitmonchan EX.
Wait, what you say? You kind of like zoomed out. Your voice.
I said Hitmonchan EX.
Yeah, you're right. All right, next one. 4.
Who's that
I swear to God, if
Pokemon?
Tilly gets this right, I'm gonna crash out.
Lucario.
Nah.
Is that a Lowland Doug Trio EX?
Yeah, this sounds like a
his
Jimbo
hair.
card. He did get that right. He did get that right.
Wow.
It was the hair. You could see the hair.
Yeah.
Isn't that Gallade?
I mean, you looking like a Lowland Doug Trio right now.
Come on now. Come on now.
Yeah.
Specifically the bottom right
Nah,
one.
I'm just talking.
Oh yeah,
I'm
the
just
hair.
Did you say the bottom right one, bro?
Yes, that one
What the
specifically.
fuck?
Looks just
Yo,
like you.
W Tilly. W Tilly.
Alright, I'm leaving.
All right. All right, last one. I promise you guys will not get this.
Who's that Pokemon?
If you guys do get this, you guys
Is that
literally
Absol?
have no lives. No.
It's not Absol.
Nah. I could do a zoom out again because this is gonna be tough.
Is it SQ? I'm not sure if I'm saying that right.
That's I know what that is. I know what
Nah.
that is. It's a Golduck.
Isn't this like promo Skirmer?
He got it right.
It's a gold.
No
Yo,
fucking way.
Yep.
Oh my
Look at that
how
hand.
the hell?
Look at that webbed hand. It gave it away. Told me everything I needed to know about the man.
I didn't know that was
I
that.
haven't
that was
either,
like,
I
I thought
just-
that was like a lighthouse in the background of an ocean or something.
What?
Really?
What the fuck?
Unmistakable fingers.
I've never seen
I
that card in
think,
my
I
life.
think Tilly's like the next up in that casual pocket. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Dude, I
You
thought that
know
was,
all
like,
these cards,
I thought
bro.
that was, like,
I don't know
weird.
how you pick up on these, but W Tilly, he took the dub today. But
Yes,
you know,
sir.
moving on to like rank right
He
here.
might be.
We're finally in rank. Pocket finally decided to give us a what do you call it? A feature that they took away from us. How do you guys feel about rank coming back, and how was your day number 1 on the ladder?
I waited too long for ranked. I don't know what took them so long to let it come out, but I'm very happy that it's back.
I'm gonna keep it a stack. I made it to Master Ball, and then I took a break because I have work, right? I come back, I stream, and I got flamed, like destroyed. My RNG was like, I play Suicune, I start in deities. I play Hydreigon, bottom deck my Red Candy or Hydreigon. I play Mag Ori. I just got wrecked, bro. But like I know I went back to Suicune, and then we're building up. There's a lot of Altarias out there. A lot of Greninja Altarias. Feels like a very popular deck. A lot of people do love that. It does have like a nice above like 50, maybe like 51% win rate. In second place, I'd say the second best ranked deck right now is Mega Absol and Mega Absol Greninja. And then just like those two decks are kind of dominating the meta right now, with alongside Suicune. But like these are like statistics that we seen players on X, Japanese players on X, like post. So I'm not just like making up these numbers, because I'm pretty sure we all see these decks on the ladder yesterday, right? I'll give the mic to anybody who wants to speak on.
Man, I'm happy it's back, but it has brought back the habit of me being a complete degenerate. I was rage queuing until 4 in the morning. I have the worst win rate I've ever seen, but that's on me. I was playing Jolteon and Venusaur all night.
I mean, at that point, you kind of did it to yourself.
Yeah, I'd win a couple before the game even started, and then I'd lose a couple before the game even started. It was brutal. Brutal, man.
Yeah, it's nice rank being back. It's fun to actually wake up and want to play the game again, because we can play the game. And rank's been going pretty good for me. Absol Grunt is broken. We're almost top 100, like 2 games away. But then Segun kind of blocked me off, bro. He ended up ending my like 8-win streak. And I'm just hoping to not see Swablu today, because if I see that card, I might punch my chair again.
I was in your stream yesterday for a little bit, and I saw that like crash out counter, and then at the bottom it had 6 Swablu counters. I mean crash outs. Were 6 of them actually put you to sleep? Like
yeah. So I only count. So I added the Swablu counter. So every time I missed waking up by Swablu, I add 1. So I think we were like 2 hours in. We had 0, and then we faced 2 Altarias, and immediately we shut up the 6.
If I ever match up with you, I'm gonna sing you. Even I'm just gonna sing. It'd be like that.
Bro, I'm so happy that rank's back. I fucking I don't know. I'm just not like a tournament player the way some of you guys are. Like, I don't know how you enter like 3 tournaments a day. I feel like that's just so time consuming. Whereas like ranked, you can just play it whenever you want, really. And I don't know, it's great. It's great for me. I didn't have as good of a first day as I had liked, because I played like primarily a Suicune counter deck, and it was just all over the place. Like, I saw maybe 2 Suicunes. I saw like, I don't know, way too many different decks. So
it's kind of the wild west in the beginning, right? Man, even though we have an established meta, everybody's still trying to figure out what the best is of all these successful tournament, winning decks.
Yeah, especially when you're still in the stretch of Ultra Ball trying to make it to Master Ball. It's just like you aren't gonna see anything even closely resembling a tournament like meta share. It's just gonna be like whatever, man. But yeah, I still made it there. I had a good day overall. I ended with like a 63% win rate. So
yeah, I saw the comeback of Elect Kid.
Oh yeah, we ended up playing. Shout out Mr. Wriggler. We tried out his Altaria deck that he posted a video on. Honest, like day 1, like the 12 hours into rank before I started, because I'm sleeping at 1 a.m. He had already posted the video when I woke up, so I just copy pasted that after I was done playing around with the new Magnetons.
Right. Ilu, tell us about your day 1.
It's embarrassing. I'm the only one here that's not Master Ball yet, but I've only had one chance to sit down and play. But the weekend is finally here. The goal is top 1,000 by the end of the weekend, but we'll see how it goes. I'm like 20-ish games in. We have a positive win rate, and it's right now I'm in Ultra Ball 4. So the decks that I see are kind of just all over the place until like we get into top 1,000. I don't know what it's really gonna be like.
I mean, I've spoken to a lot of people that made it and have been playing within the top 100. One of my the people we do tournaments with too, he actually hit number 2 yesterday, right? Told me most of the Japan players are playing like Suicune, Greninja, and Hydreigon at that top level, and he kind of took advantage of that and took a meta call and played the Decidueye, cause like, and then that's how he farmed all the way to second place. So like around that top 100, that's what you're seeing yesterday. For yesterday, you're seeing Hydreigon and Suicune, but once you get out of that 1,000. Where I was seeing like what do you call it, Sekiro, right? You see a lot of Swablu Altaria, and then a little. It's still kind of the wild west in that range, and yesterday as well that I noticed. But what decks do you plan on taking on for this weekend?
A wide range of stuff. I played 4 decks. I played Altaria, Grin, Venusaur, Suicune, and the newer Savali Altaria deck. But like until I get into top 1,000, there's just certain decks that I probably won't touch, like Venusaur. There's just not enough Suicune currently and where I'm placed. So right now I'm probably just gonna play a whole lot of Chinglings.
I think that's a safe play for right now, because like, why not play the best card that shuts your opponent down from playing a specific card type,
Yeah, in the long run, it makes like a huge difference in your win percentage. Like you're just gonna pick up X percentage of games with Chingling alone, and then whatever you pair it with, you'll win a certain percentage of games with Chingling. And if you're playing Altaria, you'll win a certain percentage of games with Sing. So across the long run, you'll probably do really well.
From my
I'm not gonna lie. We had like a Chingling battle not long ago, and that shit was like Metapod versus Metapod. I'm not gonna lie. Remember that episode in the Indigo League? That's what it felt like in the beginning, until like somebody could pop off. That's literally what it came down to. That card is just like so busted, and yeah. Go ahead, Tilly. I just wanted to bring up that Metapod reference.
No.
from my playing last night, like hovering around top 10,000, I can tell any viewer that that guy, I don't know how he was only seeing like Suicunes and Hydreigons to get to number 2, or maybe that was just what it was, and he got high enough rank that that's all there was, like for the real grinders at the beginning of the day. But as I'm playing in like top 10,000 now, the meta is there's too much stuff going on to really play like one focused counter deck. So even when you settle on like playing something that's at the top of the meta, like you're still just going to get handed losses by bad matchups. So I would say anyone grinding ranked, probably just play like one of the strongest decks. It's not really at the point where you can play something that is going to specifically counter Suicune and kind of have a bad time against other decks, or specifically counter Altaria and have a bad time against the other decks. You kind of just got to play something that has a good matchup spread. Because I played maybe more Suicune than other decks, but I'm talking like maybe 30% of my games were against Suicune, as opposed to it usually being like 60%. There's a lot of stuff going around. Altaria, Hydreigon. I'm seeing a decent amount of Blazikins. I can't think of the other decks, but yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff being played right now.
Basically, like, I think Suicune is starting to have that Dark Tina effect where, like, Dark Tina and Shining, best deck. Whatever the set after that, Dark Tina was still one of the best decks, but, like, as it kept going on, you kept seeing Dark Tina, less and less. I think we're gonna have that effect with Suicune, where like I've been majority in like the top 1,000 to like the top two. Like I've been in between like top 1,000, top 200, and even like I am only seeing like 20, maybe 30% Suicunes compared to like the previous seasons where like it was like all I faced. But in that top 100, like you said, one of your homies who got second place with Decidueye, I think those top 100 players are going to be the ones still sticking out of Suicune, because they're not like for example, I don't want to play Suicune because I'm bored of it. Most of the player base doesn't want to play Suicune because they're bored of it. But those top 100 people, they don't care what they play, bro. They just want to see the number go top 100. So I think that's where like the top 100 is where you see like the at least for now, because it's only day 1 and like day 2. But I think top 100 is where you get like actually like counter meta. And then like Tilly was saying right now, dude, if you're like not in that range, it's a free for all, bro. Like I've just been playing Grand Absol because I feel like it's a deck that just can't beat anything. Like it doesn't really have like a auto loss.
I'm gonna keep it a stack right now. On X yesterday, I seen somebody hit number 1, and they were flexing a Blastoise with a 6-win streak. There ain't no way you're charging up with Blastoise, 6 energy, popping off with a 6-win streak, and flexing that for number 1.
Was it a Japanese account?
I'm not. Yes, and he's like, I'm not really. I looked at the comments. He's like, I'm not releasing the deck until a couple days.
He wasn't playing Blastoise.
Yeah, that was
he
W
wasn't playing
Photoshop.
Blastoise.
W Photoshop.
No, it
you just
wasn't
have to
even
change your
Photoshop.
deck.
Like you just change your
Yeah, I
deck
know,
and then
I know.
screenshot.
That's how you know
They
rank is
love
back, or when the
Bro, they
Cyrus-
never
like, the
released the
Japanese Cyrus
list.
are back.
They're Jeffrey
That's
Epstein
official.
out here, man. They keep it to themselves.
They fish us, bro. They fish us. Us American players got to step up our game and do that, and just put like a picture of Bibero or something.
I got content to make, you greedy people.
Oh man. But yeah, no, that was kind of a crazy take. But anyways, I think we unless you guys have more topics about rank, let's actually move on to a little fun topic here about Pocket in general. Like, what is your favorite card of all time? And let's start off with Jimbo. What's your favorite card?
Dude, you gave me
time.
no time to think
You had to
about
pick
this.
one.
One card that's my favorite card of all time.
Yeah.
Oh fuck, man. I don't know. Nope. Go someone else. I don't have one.
All right, Elu.
Are we talking like art or like fun to play? Like
That's a good question. Let's go with fun to play.
fun to
Oh, I have one.
play?
I have one now. Then it's
Because if
Lapras
we say
EX.
that, if we,
I'm not kidding.
Lapras
It's
EX.
Lapras EX.
you know what's funny about that? I never knew. I came a little late into this game. I started playing with Shining Revelry and all that. Fun fact, but I never knew that card existed.
Yeah,
Somebody, a
Yeah,
viewer
don't worry, man. You
typed
didn't
in-
miss out at all.
No, I
I'm
got
like- I'm
in the
like,
first
what
in the
is that
first
then?
season, the first rank season, on the first day of the first rank
Yeah.
season, I made it to Ultra Ball playing Lapras and one Articuno 17 trainer. Not
You know?
kidding.
I respect
And, and,
it.
gru- and grunts.
You just
And
live
grunts.
misuse.
To be fair, you could have made it to Ultra Ball with a box of screws.
That's true. That's true.
Is that
You
Magnemite?
deserve prison.
Oh, true. Yeah, I did it again actually.
Oh man, with a box of screws. All right, who wants to go next?
Well, yeah, I'll give you two answers. I'll give you art, and then I'll give you like favorite card to play. Art wise, immersive Palkia. Like something about that card is just like, I don't know if you've ever seen Labyrinth with David Bowie. It's this old movie with like puppets and David Bowie, but it has
his
those
meat.
vibes, but it's just very spacey and multi-dimensional. Super cool. But in terms of like playability, well, firstly, it's not playable, but I like Buzzwole. Like that card's just, to me, it's fun to play, but it's like kind of, the card's tied to me a little bit. I don't know if you guys remember Ursidays. those big tournaments that would happen every Saturday. I won an Ursa Day with Buzzwole, and Buzzwole had kind of like fallen off at the time. So I don't know, any opportunity I get to play Buzzwole, I'll do it. Like last season, I was in top 500-ish, top 200, somewhere in there, and I guarantee you I was the only dude that was playing Buzzwole. Not good.
Hey, this season,
Did you say
you
last
said any
season?
opportunity.
Yeah, last season.
What? I want to be you, dude. Buzzwell was awesome, man. That
Oh,
deck
dude,
is
once-
so sick.
Once I get to the top, I just play like I like to play fun stuff because I know that I'm the only one that's playing it. So last season I would play Buzzwole, or I would play with Palkia and Greninjas, which is just a worse Suicune. But it's fun, and I know that I'm the only one out there that's playing it that high up.
I will say though, you said any opportunity. I've been seeing a few tournaments, including one of my our owns, that top 8, top 4 had a Buzzwole in this meta. Just saying.
I think it's propaganda. I think it's propaganda. I wish with the core of my being that it's good, but right now it's just I don't know. He's a little weak.
Yeah, nah, he is. Trust, the comeback is coming soon. Give it one broken trainer card, and that's it.
I'll be waiting.
Guess that would have been a good time to like think about what my favorite card ever was, wasn't it? That last 5 minutes. Set, go for it. Go for it.
Wait. Do we
if you
skip
need-
you?
I
You
can go
go
ahead if you need
Venusaur?
some
Yeah,
time.
no, I'm kidding.
No, so it's actually not. I'm gonna be honest, bro. I'm gonna have 2, bro.
Bet,
I'm gonna
bet.
have 2. I'm gonna have like an old one and then like a new one. I kind of miss Executor, bro.
one?
I kind of miss him. And then a new one is probably Absol. Executor EX.
Hmm.
I don't know, dude. Like similar to like a Luchin. We have some history. Won my first tournament, with the coin flipper. And then probably the new one is probably just Mega Absol. That has the best art also. So
Yeah.
the rainbow, of course. It's just it's fun to discard stuff. It's just like it's like a style that I like to play. It's kind of unfortunate that the only kind of like brain thinking one is like a high roll deck with like the Chinglings, Greninjas, but hopefully one day Dark gets like better cards and like Absol can like continue to be like C play like going into the future.
What I do
and
like
hopefully
about
the
that
power
deck
creep doesn't kill it.
I like those control decks. Like Absol is just like one of those cards that like dominate in that aspect. That's why you see like multiple versions of it just being splashed in till you finally.
I've got it. And this is the most based answer anyone
You still
could
thinking?
possibly give, because it's been an integral part to all of my favorite decks, and that is the OG bench sniper Hitmonlee, who was the only guy for a long time that said do 30 to the bench for 1 energy. Yes, sir. Farm the carps, man.
Kick the
Knock out
fish.
something that couldn't before Cyrus existed. That guy, I mean, that's what I like. I think bench sniping adds a great element to the game. And now it's everywhere, and like every deck can kind of, almost every relevant type can put something like that in there. If not just run Greninja plus Cyrus, but back in the day, I think fighting type was the only thing with an actual decent bench sniper in it. And yeah, those decks were awesome. And big part of that was because of Hitmonlee.
Fire. But I'm gonna go off with mine, and it's kind of crazy because it's kind of being showed off here, and it is Pikachu EX Illusion's background.
All right.
Look at that card. That card has aura. Like you're gonna tell me you see that in the field making the game-winning play? You're not gonna be like, damn, that's just cool. I took the L, whatever. I accept it. Like Pikachu EX was like one of those like, I don't know. I just like the fact that it just ends games real quick, and you could just like elemental switch it all the way up to like for game, and I kind of like that, like just winning out of nowhere type of factor. You had like so much control with the Zero Auras. Well, like not really, but when you start with them, right? You know, get that God start, get the energies everywhere. I'm pretty sure this was like Secluded Springs when this deck was popping off, right? Zera, Pika, it was that deck that Corndog was showing off everywhere. That toolbox, yeah. But like that deck was like one of my favorite decks. I'll say second favorite decks because we already know. But
Stokes
like
Art.
Pikachu EX is kind of fire. That's my go-to. I know. Here we go.
I'm gonna be a hater, bro. I'm gonna be real. No. All I'm gonna say is since like Genetic Apex and Mythical Island, like the OG Pikachu decks, like whatever variant you want to play, bro, because there's like 20 million. There has not been a single electric deck that had some swag.
I
to
don't
it
know.
for,
I'm,
like,
I'm
Aura.
with Ericko on this one. I love.
I don't know if am I tripping?
Pikachu EX, man. Like hitting in for 150 feels real good. Just feels you knock most stuff out, and you play with Zeras and it's super quick. I think it has aura.
Back then,
I don't know, bro. Maybe the card specifically, but not
I'm
the
a
deck.
certified-
Back then we
Tapu
had-
Koko has no aura, bro.
no, back then we had red, and it was knocking out what do you call it, Guzzlords out here. We weren't seeing that much what do you call it, Solgaleo with the 180 HP, so it really didn't matter. But like as long as we could get that one shot on Guzzlord, I'm happy.
I'm a certified Pikachu hater. He lost weight, went corporate. But that artwork is sick. Like, it's one of the best. The Rainbow Rare Pikachu is one of the best artworks in the game. And I hate that guy.
Yeah, I'm the same way. It's a cool
I
art,
like
saw
but,
it
the
on
card
ladder
itself, bro, is just not him.
yesterday. First day of ranked, somebody was playing it. Now, did he win? No, but I saw it. It is still out there.
Dude, there's so much
Oh, not
Greninja
anymore.
Cyrus. Like,
That's
I think
what he
that card's
lost
like
to.
not even
Yep.
playable.
He
You
lost
place
to
it
It's
down,
basically-
and then Cyrus will move 2 points.
It's basically Indeedee, but without healing.
Basically, yeah. That card
Wait,
sucks.
Indeedee or
That card
Pika?
actually sucks.
Okay, I was about to
Indeedee, bro.
fist fight you right here.
I win so many games with
Virtually.
people placing it down.
Nah, we already went through like everybody's like favorite decks. So I'm
Wait,
pretty
did
sure
Jimbo say his
our
favorite?
viewers.
Yeah,
I
he
said my
Lapras.
favorite
No, no.
card, not my favorite deck.
No. I'm saying,
Very different.
So where,
Very different.
Jimbo, where I'm going with this are previous episodes, right?
Mhm.
So I'm gonna ask Luchin what is his favorite deck of all time, because we already have like 3 episodes where we cover us. Pretty sure our viewers.
What if I
know.
have a new favorite deck of all time now, though? Have you
Okay, let's go
considered that?
new favorite deck.
My new favorite deck of all time is the new Magneton. I fucking love. Nothing feels better than KOing 2 Froakies at the same time and then knowing there is nothing your opponent can do about the Orcorio now. That is just the best feeling. So that's my new favorite deck of all time.
Fair.
Fair.
Tilly, new favorite deck of all
New
time.
favorite deck of all time?
I know you dropped a video. Now you just gotta give us an update on the update.
I did. I mean, it's still off that video. Like, my favorite deck is still the Greninja Marshadow from Mythical Island. I don't think I have anything new for you, man. All these, I haven't found a deck this meta that I love. But like the most recent deck that I've had the most fun with is the Absol Greninja. That I'm probably gonna lock myself into here pretty soon and exclusively play that, because that's how I play ranked. Is I'll give some stuff a try, but once I find a deck that really works for me and I have fun playing, I won't switch it up too much. Unless I start hitting a bunch of bad matchups, and then I'll switch to like some kind of counter deck. But otherwise, I'm just playing the same deck over and over. But Absol Greninja is awesome.
I don't have anything new, bro.
Copy
Everything
paste,
Tilly
I
said,
bet.
just
You
retweet.
I got you on that, bro.
Yeah.
I saved you.
Definitely Buzzwole still. Like once I get past top 1,000 this season, I'm gonna be the only guy that's playing it again. It's just, let me say, it's not great, but it's so fun to win with. Like last season, I beat Seagun with it twice. Like it's that feels better than KO and some Brokies with a Magnezone. I promise. Beating Seagoon with a Buzzwole feels real good.
Nah,
The
Buzzwole
Ultra
just
Beasts,
looks
the
like a
Ultra
truck,
Beasts
bro.
were peak design. I will say they were peak pocket design. Yep, Guz.
Guz gang over here, bro.
I hate Gus.
Way better.
All the homies hate
of
Guz.
them.
Us Buzzwallers love to see you Guzzlords coming. 3 wins.
Mm-hmm. Ooh.
3 wins.
All right, dude.
I was
Low
high
key,
key
hey.
positive into Buzzwole with Guzzlord.
You say that?
Well, Buzzwole is slightly complicated, and you can't just give that list to any monkey.
Yeah, I was not.
You gotta.
Dude, I was
kind
in
of
top
agree that
1K. I was in
gets
top
weird.
1K. They, you know, these guys knew what they were doing. They just weren't as good as Jimbo.
I will say.
Flip is good.
No, I was getting farmed, bro.
Damn, kind of crazy. I'm not gonna switch my answer. Flareon, Leafeon, GOAT of all time. Give me your hot takes on Pocket right now. Something that's like super an unpopular opinion.
All mine are popular, bro. Like bands with sleep swablu, bro. Like that's not unpopular. So
I have a
just
I have
have
a,
all
a
my
hot
opinions are
take
just
that's a
based,
hot
bro.
take
Like,
because
I
I'm
know,
me
like-
and not actually a hot take. You know I love to hate on the stage 2 fire type decks, but I think that Zard right now, Mega Zard Y, is actually kind of viable enough to constitute its meta share.
But thank you for coming to the dark side.
I still will never play it. I'm just saying. I think
I
it
know,
actually is
but
like
but
okay
you're
right
putting
now.
respect on its name.
I mean, to be
Yeah.
fair, like it's the only cool Zard in the game, so
Facts.
I can't even hate
My
on it.
hot take is Swablu is a fair and balanced card.
Oh.
World War Three.
No,
World
Yeah,
War
someone
Three?
kick him off the
I'm
podcast,
telling
bro.
you,
That's
it's
gonna
a
do
it's
guess.
a Pokemon that does nothing 50% of the time with 50 HP.
It's searchable too. Searchable too.
It is searchable, yeah.
Back it up. I guess it's unpopular, bro, because it probably. I mean, I will stand by that card as the best card in the game.
No,
It's
no,
better
the
than
best
Cyrus,
the
bro. I
best
don't care.
There's
card
going
in the
to be
game
at
is
least
Sex
3
opponent
100%.
Swablu.
Yeah. Any.
No Swablu is stronger
that
than
plays
one
Swablu.
that is
Yeah.
across the board from Sec. Because I don't get bullied by it. I don't get bullied by it, but Sec has a problem with that bird.
Yo, Sek. Sek. I'm kind of happy that you're cosplaying Swablu right now.
Yo, chill out, bro. Shit.
Anyways, yeah, nah. I love Chingling. That is my my like everybody hates Chingling. Everybody wants that card banned or whatever. I feel like it's really good.
I think Chingling's
you know,
healthy
if you're
for
not
the
playing
game.
it out to that, you know, that's your fault. If you're not playing around it, get good.
That's why I like the Grand Absol deck so much, because like people are like, you're talking about how like the Chingling Wars were like the Metapod versus Metapod earlier, and I say
Well, that's
no,
what I'm
'cause I had to
saying.
place on a
You
dark
play
red and I
around
knocked
it,
them out.
play options. It's like people that hate Oricorio,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
If not, everybody would just be playing what do you call it? EX Pokemon, and you know, other cards would definitely not see play. Definitely, Oricorio is super healthy for the game, and I feel like, you know, Chingling is somewhere around that area. Yeah, it shuts down a certain card, but like if you look at the Pokemon TCG, you know, Bidoof was one of those cards, and it really I believe it shifted out of the format, right, Tilly? I don't follow TCG Bidoof. The Goldango. Yeah, it sees a bit of play, but it's not like one of those like super dominant forces when it first came out. I think that's the phase we're in Pocket, because it's still kind of
Yeah.
a relevant new card, and it's like Safeguard, right? Safeguard exists in TCG with more Pokemon, more pools, right? Like, but like nobody really plays Safeguard
Yeah.
anymore in there, right? So it's just like one of those things where players just have to adapt and, you know, just get lack for a better term, just get good, get better, deck building. Because in rank, you don't know what you're
Yeah.
going to come up against, right? it's very like your deck has to be very toolboxy in order to deal with anything if you want to, win.
Yeah, and I also feel like maybe I'm tripping, but like from my understandings of like Mega Rising or not Mega Rising, Crimson Blaze, is like I feel like they're actually looking to make like stage ones better to like fizzle out Chingling to make it more of a balanced card. We kind of saw that of Charizard, Venusaur. Those decks aren't the best, but like maybe going forward. Oh, and obviously the Magneton buffs as well. That was like one of the huge ones with Clemont. So like maybe like going forward, like they just keep buffing like stage one, so you like are more like forced to go into like the stage ones into the stage two. So like that was like also like a way to fizzle out the
It's like a
Chingling,
Helio
like being super
doing
dominant.
120.
Or I don't know. Yeah,
My only
I'm just
hot
yapping,
take
bro. I
I
don't even know what's going on here.
have that I can think
Hold
of,
on,
and
make
I
a
don't even know
search.
if it's a hot take. I think that people just don't really think about it that much because they just say, "Oh, ban this card, ban this card." But I think we should at some point get a rotation for the game because otherwise, what you're gonna have is Greninja's gonna be disgusting forever, or something will replace Greninja because of power creep. And I don't think either sound that fun to me. So I would just rather, as time goes on, they start chopping some of these sets off.
And how do you? And I guess asking you is difficult for you to answer, but how would you do that in a way that's healthy? Like, you do it like X number of sets, or over like a 1 year span, which could also be X number of sets.
Yeah, I think you would just model it after how like the actual TCG does it, or just any card game, where after you've got like a nice 2 year card pool, every year after that you get rid of like 3 or 4 sets. Um, and that will keep the game fresh. But I don't know because they at least right now, I can't imagine them chopping off any sets really. I guess like if you got rid of up until Space Time Smackdown, you lose all your forms of Gust. There's no Cyrus, there's no Sabrina. So yeah, Darkrai would go, Greninja would go.
And
Like that
Darkrai.
would be tough. They'd have to print some more cards, or I guess they could do reprints, but the game's just not set up for it, which sucks because I don't want Greninja to be a card forever, man. I want the Greninja to go away at some point.
It is.
Let me play a new stage 2. Support stage 2. That's cool. The game is really not formatted for it, but I'm sure they could figure it out.
No, there is a way that they could do it. So like I come from a card background. I've owned 2 different card shops, and for like a decade, I played Magic the Gathering every Friday, and I maybe missed like 3 or 4 Fridays. But the way that Magic the Gathering does it is basically there's like a certain number of sets or blocks, and then they rotate.
Yeah.
They change how they do it, but they rotate out of time. But what they do is they just reprint cards in sets.
Yeah.
So like an iconic card like Lightning Bolt. They don't really reprint it in like, let's say, standard formats, but let's say they reprint Lightning Bolt. That makes red decks so much more viable having that card around. They could do the same thing where they release a set like Deluxe and they reprint cards like Mars and Cyrus. That way they stay in the format.
That's what I was trying to get at, is that the cards don't really have like regulation markers on them to make it apparent like where these came from. There's, I guess, set A and set B. But I don't think you can just rotate an entire set out, because that's a year's worth of cards. That'd be kind of crazy for this game. That would be like 2 years out. I mean, you'd have to like have 3 completed sets before you did that, I think. But yeah, I get what you're saying. Like, you would just reprint and keep them in. It's just they don't have a good distinction for it, which I guess they could add, but I'm not, them adding a regulation marker to the card would be maybe too much to ask for.
They could definitely do something like that. It just needs a little more time. Like we need access to more cards, just in general. But like right now, personally, I feel that the game is super healthy and healthier than it's ever been. Like the possibilities of decks you can play is wider now than since the game came out, and there's nothing that feels like truly broken or dominant. Like it feels like there's like a finally like a checks and balance. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I agree. I agree. This is all just like, hey, X years down the line, do we really want to be thinking about Misty with every new water type EX that comes out? Like, it's going to make game balance a little tricky because they're either just going to keep printing either bad water types that have large energy cost or water types that attack for 2 to circumvent Misty ever becoming too much of a problem. And, you know, they're just... If they don't get rid of cards at some point, then they're going to be stuck design-wise, trying not to accidentally create a super ridiculous combo. Not that we have anything too game-breaking as of yet. Like, it's not... We're not... I don't know. Did you ever play the real TCG?
For a little while.
Okay. Well, for any viewer, it's not like we have cards like Battle Compressor and Archie's Ace in the Hole. Like, we don't have any broken combos waiting to really be set up. More so just honestly like Misty, and I guess Greninja if that deck keeps existing forever. No problem with Greninja at the moment. It's just kind of everywhere, and it would be nice to keep the game fresh by not having the same cards be powerful forever is all.
Yeah, and one other thing, like I'm thinking about it now, the game kind of will like have cards rotate, just not in the traditional sense. So if you look at the power creep of the game over the past year, compared to other games, it is kind of crazy, the power creep that we've had over the past year. So a lot of the cards that came out early on will probably just become obsolete. Like, when was the last time you guys saw the original Pikachu EX be played? And that was like the best deck, the second best deck when it came out.
Like I think in Deluxe Pack is when it last saw play.
Was it
When
good?
people were playing like the Pichu version.
Well,
Like
they did play.
it was like a
They did play
low
one
tier
EX
deck.
and
I mean, it was
one
playable
of
in
the
ranked.
older EX. One of the new ones and one of the old ones.
Well, there's 2 versions. There's the two of them made top cut in the tournament. I think in secluded. One was just playing 2 regulars and a Zapdos, and then one was playing like one of each Pikachu. And I played the deck out. I mean, it was fun. It was playable. Like you could, I mean, because you had like the cheese factor. You either had like a Zero E switch combo. You had the going first Pikachu doing 90, and it was able to beat like I beat Darktina with it because you had the Oricorio. It could obviously out like speed something like Suicune. But I think it's just Megas has definitely just made sure the card is probably never coming back for good. And I do agree with you guys. Like I do think the meta, like especially with Crimson Blaze, I like the fact that it's like Mega Rising, but like there's more variety because there's like Jolteon's doing better, the Zards, like the the Venusaurs, etc. I think the only complaint I have is that it's just the same meta as Mega Rising basically, but I think it's good and healthy. I just can't wait till like we get like the new like the space time equivalent of year 2, where like everything shakes up. That's what I'm like looking the most forward to. But like I think the meta is still good. I'm just sick of I'm seeing like every time I load up rank for it's either Grand Suicune, Grand Absol, or Grand Altaria. So I would definitely like to see more actual variety instead of like the quote unquote
You
variety.
want that next
going in the
Darktina.
future. But it's still fine.
You want that Shining Revelry brokenness.
No, I do, yeah.
Like red, all these other cards that came in there, but like that set was pretty broken. But I mean, I feel like we are going in the towards like if they're doing it in the real TCG with like switching up the cards, right? I feel like if they do that in Pocket eventually, whether it be like the 2 years or whenever they hit that marker, it'll be great because that opens the possibility of maybe adding another game mode where people could play like expanded versus traditional meta and stuff like that, standard format. So if that if that ends up happening, like replacing Oak for the newest professor, whatever game or a region they're trying to promote to get new people in the game, they just replace cards with like new trainer cards. That's it. But they do the same thing or slightly different. That's what they do on the real TCG. I don't foresee them not eventually going there with Pocket, but it just opens possibility for more gameplay. Not that I don't even think they're looking into more gameplay right now. We're just like getting back rank. So first they got to make that a little bit more consistent first, and then we'll kind of go from there. But what I do like, how you guys did mention that there is very a lot of decks, right, that you could play and they're viable. Yeah, tournaments are kind of different where you're seeing a high, pool of Ninjas, but people saying that we're like in a tier 0 format or close to that, over the last couple of days, I'm gonna take this to Yu-Gi-Oh! I went to Duel Links to play Duel Links for the first time in a long time, and then I check all the meta decks on the ladder and all the tournaments. I don't know whose idea it was to add Despia, branded Despia, into Duel Links, because that's all you're seeing. That's real tier 0, where you can't go into rank or into casual match. All you see is Despia, because that deck just dominate. That's tier 0, where you can't play another game, a deck. But Suicune, there's a lot of decks that could, counter it, and then you could play around it. So, that's just coming from other card games One Piece and other games. Tier 0 is kind of maybe Pocket has a different definition of tier 0, because honestly, Dark Tina was the closest we ever got when I was playing. I don't know before that, but yeah, just wanted to rant on that tier 0 chat.
Dialga Arceus.
Arceus Dialga.
Yep. That was I think that was more tier 0 than Dark Tina for sure.
I caught the tailwind of that.
Dude, Dark Tina was I don't think we've ever had anything that's like tier 0. I know what you're saying, Ericko, where Yu-Gi-Oh has true tier 0 decks, but I think Dark Tina was as close as it got. I don't know if you guys remember playing in tournaments or ranked at the time, but that's all there was, or at least what it felt like, because it was just that good and consistent.
Per se, I could be like I said earlier, yeah. I feel like Pocket has a different definition of tier 0, because it wouldn't be fair to compare it, because different games have different mechanics, and to be truly tier 0, I don't think how Pokemon is played, you can really get there unless they release something broken like a consistent Misty, right? That's the only way I see a true tier 0.
Yeah, I don't think we've ever had one. I think the closest we were was probably Shining Dark Tina, you mentioned, and then I honestly would say I still think Suicune Insecluded. I don't think anything came close to beating that deck. I mean, it kind of was counters, but the Suicune player just adapted, because there's just you either play an Oricorio or you play two Oricorios, and then every bad matchup is just a winning matchup. I think that was the closest to a Pocket definition of tier 0. Anybody saying it's tier 0 still, I'm not gonna lie, that's just false information, because I would still say Suicune is the best deck, but I actually don't think it's that far up. I think it's the only reason I put it I would put it in the tier of its own is because it's a deck that can't beat anything, and the deck has everything. But I actually don't even think it's I don't even think it's that high up compared to any other deck. Absol Hydreigon might just be right behind it, or whatever
right.
Meta deck is currently second. But it's not it's not that far up.
Yeah, the reason I said Dialga Arceus was the tier 0 deck was because there was exactly one deck that could beat it, whereas Dark Tina and Suicune, I feel like they at all points had at least more than one deck that could beat it. So Yeah, like what was it? There was like Meowscarada decks were beating Darktina, as well as like Gyarados decks. I feel like were favored in the Darktina matchup. Um, for Suicune, we had Daycare. Man, Daycare was beating it. There was other stuff too. I feel like for a while Guzzlord was definitely beating it, although that ended up changing. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like there was always like different decks that were thrown together to deal with the quote unquote tier 0 decks there. But when it came to Dialga Arceus, it was literally just Rampardos Lucario, and that was the only deck that people threw together that could beat it, really. And then it just lost everything else, so.
It's kind of weird for that one because rank didn't exist, and I feel like people just didn't want to experiment.
Really?
But I think Palkia like actually just beat that deck.
I
maybe
agree.
that's just my biased
Palkia
opinion.
was the best.
Okay, of course you agree.
I'm with you.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I just feel like because like that's why like I don't like maybe it's just like I said biased because I won the tournament of Palkia in that era, but it just felt like Palkia, either getting some lucky Misties or if you just go second man, if you just charge up 2 150s and then boom, you win, or like, and then like yeah, you face Rampardos, you have like the Vaporeon and Glaceon stuff that just be able to beat them because Glaceon one shots everything in that deck. So I feel like that meta, like because there's no rank where it's like too hard to tell if it was actually tier 0, because for example like Suicune, I know Suicune is dominating in like ranked or not ranked but like tournaments right now, but like in ranked it's not the most played deck, so like we don't know if like because like the tournament data and like the rank data is like always different, so I don't know if like there would be like specific counter plays that were like less consistent that people would play in ranked if Triumphant Light had ranked compared to like tournaments where like I'm not gonna bring this to a tournament because like if I don't face Arceus, you might I don't know if I'm making sense.
That's why you're here. Tee up.
I just say it's Suicune, bro. TLDR.
Let's move into like one of our last topics here. So one thing I want to bring up, Sakura, I probably already know this answer for you, but like currently, what is that one deck that you face on the ladder or in tournaments? You're just like, damn, I don't want to play it. It's just like, fuck this deck. It's like, what is that one deck currently?
I'll go first. Mega Blaziken. I Mars Day Mega Blaziken into Rare Candy Blaziken Flame Patch the other day. Every time I play, Blaziken might have a 100-0 matchup against me this season. I don't know what it is. The deck is terrible. Not really. It's not as good as it should be performing into me, but I keep getting farmed by Mega Blaziken. I hate that thing. I hate it. I played that deck to a damn tournament, bro. I know how it runs. It does not run like that. I've played it, man. I hate it.
I felt that coming from the heart, man. Not gonna lie. From the soul.
It was, dude. I'm Blaziken's #1 hater.
Gotcha. Who's next?
My least favorite deck to play against is gonna be the Gren Absol deck. I love that deck in theory, and I would love to play it, but every time I play it, I lead on Darkrai, and every time my opponents play it, they lead on Chingling, so I can't play it, and I'm kind of jealous of, like, Sekiro, who gets to grind a bunch of games on it and do well, because, I don't know, the 1 in fucking 7 to lead Darkrai every fucking game, yeah, I hit that every time. But it's a really good deck. I just can't play it. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Sakura, Soul Blue Master.
We already know.
Which?
We already know.
Okay, I was gonna say which version specifically.
Swablu 18T.
Okay.
Specifically the Greninja version. Okay, Greninja is the worst, but like anything, bro. If I see Swablu, like legit, like my heartbeat just spikes, like my blood pressure spikes, like it's just I can't stand it, bro.
I don't think there's really a deck that I hate to play against right now, but Man, I feel like I stay losing to Venusaur. Like they always have it. Like it feels good sometimes. Like they'll miss it, 10-20% of the time. But it feels like when I'm up against that deck, they're always curving out into Ivysaur. It's always followed straight up by the Venusaur, and it's just tough to KO. And then even like when you think you're in a favorable position, you're like, oh, I got my Altaria. I'm about to start smacking to the face. It could just put you to sleep and the game's over. So it's like I feel like, oh, I'm trying to do all this stuff. I'm gonna play my Greninja and Rare Candy, and I got my Chinglings going on, and it feels like I got this dude, this big plant, and it's very straightforward, and they kick my ass more often than not, and I know it's not like a crazy good deck, so I guess Venusaur.
Yeah, that's fair to say.
I gotta ask. Hold up, bro, Erica. So if you're playing Altaria versus Venusaur, how do you not just turn to KO the Ivysaur with the Mega Altaria? Because every time I play Mega Venusaur, that's what happens to me. But I see every other Venusaur player beating these Indeedis, which, fun fact, the Indeedee also one-shots a Ivysaur. I don't know how they get past that. The Mega Altaria one-shots the Ivysaur. So is everyone who just facing against the Venusaur bricking, but when I play Venusaur, they never brick? Or like what? I just gotta ask that.
Sleep. That's how they beat him.
But no, but like you should knock out the Ivysaur, right? Before they even go to the Venusaur.
Yeah, I mean if
Or
you're playing
you just brick every time.
Altaria Grin and you open with Froakie, which is 33% of the time, you're on the
Yeah,
back
that's true.
foot. You have to like spend energy to retreat into the Chingling to try and cut off the quick grow extract, or you just wasting energy and your turn behind powering up your Altaria.
Yeah, that's fair. But like, and do you like also feel like super bad when you Chingling a Bulbasaur and they
Every
just still
time.
like they have the whole line every time, even though you
Every
Chingling them
time.
maybe twice.
Yeah, like I
And
shut
every
off
time
the
I
quick
don't
grow.
get it.
I'm chilling, Ivysaur.
Mhm.
It's like, damn.
Exactly. I think I had one game where my Chingling was actually super effective in that matchup and I was able to win because of it. But every time they I had a game, the dude didn't even use a single Professor Research or Copycat, didn't even use a Pokeball. He just had Ivysaur, Venusaur opening hand. I'm like, all right, dude, he's just better. You can't beat them.
You know,
You just
sometimes
can't
that's
beat
how
them.
it'd be like.
What deck can't you stand to play against?
It's gonna be a super basic, and it's not because it's like hard. It's actually not that bad. I actually enjoy playing them, but at the same time, as much as I hate playing them, and it's gonna be Suicune. I know it doesn't make sense why I say both at the same time, but sometimes like they always pull that Greninja EX on me. It's just like no matter what I do, Gren EX comes ready, swinging for 100. You know, I put some like resources. Like if I don't have obviously like the way to get rid of the Froakie, right? You know, I'm gonna have to try to get rid of the Suicune as fast as possible to get rid of their consistent draws, all that stuff, right? And you know, sometimes you don't see your hand disruption. Sometimes they get what they need, and you know, they could just use that as a shield, and then starts hitting for 100, and then the bench doesn't matter. And yeah, nah, it's just it's more of an annoyance thing. It's not like it's difficult to beat here and there when they have their full setup because you actually have to sit there and think out your future plays. You can't really just unga bunga things, right? For lack of a better term, but it's just like it's just annoying to play when you see Gren EX. In rank, I feel like you have to have like I can't sit there for like 5+ minutes in a game, right? I want a deck that's gonna get me in and out, like that daycare, right, Jimbo?
Mhm.
Something along those lines. Even Hydreigon, right? Hydreigon, there is that possibility you just get that rare candy and Hydreigon and pop off. Like, those are the type of decks that you need going into rank. You don't need these like 5 minute, tournament matches in rank. Is like that's just a huge waste of time, and rank is always like fluctuating. just look at Sek. He was like in the hundreds, right? And he woke up to what 1,000 because you actually had a real life. So it's kind of crazy like that.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but that's just what my gripe when it comes to that deck.
I actually don't think I'll ever hit top 100 again. I think I'm a top 1,000 merchant. I don't know how it's possible.
If you play a lot today, you probably can, just because like it's not that huge gap yet. Because like I think I'm like 200 points away from top 100, so I think I might try to hit it just to get that screenshot.
Yeah.
And then after
It's
I get
easy.
It's just
It's
so
not that
much
in the
Pokemon
beginning. It's
pocket,
easy.
man.
it's top 100.
Yeah, I mean
Yeah.
for like by the end of ranked,
Yeah, exactly.
getting the like staying in top 100.
That's hell.
No way,
That
man.
is the definition of hell.
I
Yeah,
got a
exactly.
job, I just can't.
It's
You
It's
have
not-
to make
it's
not-
real
it's not
life
mentally possible for me, bro.
sacrifices to be top 100 at the end of the season.
I'm gonna need like a therapist. Like I'm gonna be put into like a mental hospital.
yeah,
Like,
man.
I'm gonna keep it a stack.
I'm gonna
If you're
need a
not
lot
coming
after
in
that season.
1, 2, or 3, yeah, you could have that. Yeah, I'm top 100, but like,
Means nothing.
is it really? It's not unless you're trying to get into the GGB, but like, you know.
I say it all the time. And this is like I love Saigon's YouTube titles, dude. They are the best thing in the world to me. They're all like world's best, or the man they said was the best. Like it auto translate from Japanese, but yeah, exactly. So if you're like 1, 2, or 3, it means something. If you're top 100, it doesn't equate to anything. Just 999 might as well be the same as 5th place.
Mm-hmm.
It's good for like content titles still. Though.
Yeah, you can
Like,
just
some
lie
people will,
though.
like, see, like,
Just
oh,
say
this
you're
guy's
top
number
100
50
if you
top
did it
best
once.
That's what I do.
I did it once.
I didn't even stay
And it
top
goes in the
100. I just
titles.
got
That's why do
I
it
got
every
rank
morning.
15 once, and that's on my YouTube thumbnail when I'm live.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
me rank 15.
Maybe I should do that when I was 32.
You should.
Wait,
Yeah, why
Buzzwell.
wouldn't you do that?
Just get that screenshot and put it.
Oh, dude,
I hit
Yeah.
32 with Buzzwell.
I
I
should get
love
the-
Buzzwell back then.
yeah, I do the same thing. Like I'll introduce myself and be like, my name's Aleutian. I'm a 2-time former top 100 player. For a certain period of time, I'll put a little pause in there.
Nah, just ignore that part. Ignore that part.
Yeah, yeah. So it's a good bit. It's a good bit.
Yeah.
At some
So
point,
everybody
yeah.
knows top 100
Yeah.
for a little bit. Then
We all had that high.
I think I was in the top 100 for like 5
Dude,
minutes.
last season I finished at top 100 and 61.
Oh really?
Those are the heartbreakers,
Yeah,
man. I had a
so.
season where I ended like
Top 100
top
and tournament winner.
115 or something. And I was I was tired. I got up to that point like right before ranked ended. I'm like, you know what, dude? This doesn't mean as much to me as I thought it would. I don't care. I'm going to sleep.
Yeah, I wasn't even going for it. It just kind of happened. Like I do this thing where I only play my games on stream, which is why I'm not Master Ball this very second.
Mhm.
So I just save all my gameplay for the streams, and we just happened to end at 161. I feel like last season was kind of easy. It felt like
Oh.
no,
You said
161.
161. You said 61.
161.
bro. My bad.
No, no,
Yeah, yeah.
no.
That's why I said congrats.
Hey, all I know, yesterday I was at top 5K. Now I'm at 2,000, so I'm chilling right now. We're slowly progressing. But I think this is a good segue to end the podcast. Thank you guys for coming through. Peace.